We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with GETR, Get Around Inc. We talked about this one yesterday. The staircase effect that needed to form, the resistance level of 48 cents. It got broken through in today's pre-market. And in today's video, we're going to talk about what's going on here within the charts and what key levels to watch going into tomorrow. And in today's volatility, GETR was not the only stock experiencing volatility. The overall market and the SPY did as well. And our SPY bot at 2:20 p.m. sent out a bear indicator. From that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision. And put options went up 150% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with GETR trying to hold itself up above 45 cents, heading back towards it in the after hours. We're going to talk about what's going on with the inflow versus outflow. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot at 11:10 a.m. sent out a bear indicator. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision. And put options went up 200% plus within hours, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with GETR doing a full transition from red bars to bright green bars in the last 2 days and continuing the staircase effect to the upside. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with a bull indicator. Since yesterday, we talked about this in the pre-market near the 52-week lows. It was very interesting and looking pretty strong. And the inflows actually found support right there near the midpoint and starting pushing back up. And you could see that there in the inflow versus outflow and bull and bear indicator, and the transitions continued. And in the after hours live, as I was doing the video, it broke out to new highs of 43 cents, and it continued into the close at the resistance that we talked about of 48 cents. And you could see the rejections there in today's pre-market there around that area, came back down, held support of 40 cents, and bounced back up to a new high up here of 67 cents, guys, in the pre-market. But something that's interesting here, we cannot ignore this within the volatility so far, is that the outflows have began, guys. Now, it did do this yesterday and it found support and it continued higher, and it's going to be crucial and critical, and this is what I'm going to be watching going into tomorrow, would the bulls try to reappear and bring it back up, or will the bears continue to tear this down? Because if it crosses the midpoint, it could quickly start to reflect that weakness into the chart, guys, and testing key support levels and a bear indicator popping up for the first time since yesterday's bull indicator and canceling it out in the volatility. So something to definitely not overlook. Now, we're going to talk about the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow, but so far since yesterday, it has done a really strong move, nearly up 100% plus at the highest levels from the consolidation at around the 29-cent area after the bell. But from the pre-market, it's gone up nearly 150% plus at today's highs. Now, here we are at the 47-cent mark in the after hours, and it's trying to hold itself up above 45 cents. That's a critical support level here. That's where things found strength in the volatility of the day. Intraday, that is the first support that's going to be crucial. And if these outflows were to cross to the downside, I think that is going to be the first support that the bulls need to try to fight and bring back up. If not, the bears, again, could quickly start to reflect that weakness into the charts. Now, when we go ahead and zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, it's not just the 30-minute having these outflows. The 1 hour has as well, right? It actually has been showing these outflows all day. It's been red, and it hit a high in the pre-market at the highest point of 0.39 inflows, the highest inflows that we've seen in weeks and months since this IPO'd and since it dropped down towards the new 52-week lows. So super important to keep in mind. That is the highest amount of inflows that it has seen in a long time, or quite some time, right? And then also the volume today was nearly a total amount of 5x, right? Average 10-day volume is 8 million, and today's was 55 million. Pretty high amount of volume, and a lot of it seems to be outflows. That's why within the volatility, yes, it tried coming back up, but in the bigger picture, these outflows have been dominating, and not just here, but also on the 30-minute in a downward direction. Now, the reason why the bears have not appeared to have full control here is because these outflows have not crossed the midpoint on the 30-minute or the 1 hour. Because again, just like on the 30-minute, if these outflows were to cross to the downside and continue red, it could quickly start to reflect into the charts and possibly get a bull indicator that gets canceled by a bear indicator popping up within that volatility. So that is definitely something to not ignore and overlook here within the 1 hour chart and the 30-minute. And on the 15-minute within the volatility, it already has crossed. So that's where it gets very interesting here, because within the volatility and the sideways action, you could see the 30-minute and the 1 hour still above the midpoint, but they have not gotten bear indicators. But within the volatility of the 15-minute, a bear indicator popped up here at around 49 cents, and the outflows have crossed for the first time here with significance, because they tried in the pre-market and it bounced back up here in the after hours down towards negative 0.03. So if this were to continue downwards, this could continue to reflect that weakness into the charts, and it could roll over into the 30-minute or even the 1 hour chart. And that's going to be critical as well. So I'm going to share with you guys the key levels I would watch to the upside and to the downside. And the first thing is support, guys. 45 cents is a critical support level. If that gets broken through and these outflows continue lower, the next support below that is going to be the 40-cent area. And if it breaks through 40 cents, it comes right back down to where things found support in the after hours yesterday and started pushing up of 35-cent area. Now, to the upside, we want to see these inflows pick back up, but specifically on the 15-minute to start reflecting strength into the charts pretty quickly in the volatility, cancel out this bear indicator and get a bull indicator in the process, as well as roll over that strength into the 30-minute by bringing it back up from leveling off here near the midpoint and pushing up and going from red to green. Reflect that strength into the chart, no bear indicator popping up, and going ahead and continuing strong here with this bull indicator And same thing with the 1 hour, leveling off these inflows above the midpoint. Even though they're red, it's still at 0.07. It needs to turn green and push back up and continue this bull indicator as well with strength, right? And if that turns out to be the case, the first resistance level to the upside is going to be 55 cents. Then above that is the highs of day near 65 to 67 cent area. And then above that level comes the 70 cent to 79 cent area, which gets us over to 80 cents. We'll have to reassess how things are reacting at that level if we have to go ahead and analyze again. But right now, those are the key levels to the upside and to the downside that I would watch very carefully. I would not overlook these outflows. But then again, yesterday, it found support above the midpoint. So I'm going to be watching that very carefully because that's where the next leg up came. If it goes ahead and becomes the setup before the next bull run, as I like to call it, that's going to be crucial. I want to see if a bear indicator pops up, or if not, this bull indicator continues to hold true. And we want that strength to reflect not just here on the 30-minute, but also on the 15-minute and 1 hour charts, as the 15-minute is below and the red outflows have began on the 1 hour and 30-minute charts. We want them to turn green and pull away from the midpoint to the upside. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.